Yo, what's going on, Blair the Car Guys? We're here at Super Games. I don't know why we're here, but we're at Super Games right now. And we got some people that wanted to see, like, oh, we need some DDD combos. Oh, we want to see them, because it's definitely written out. It's about 1,400 of them. But since y'all asked for it, we're going to show y'all like some of the combos that we're going to do. Like maybe some basic ones and maybe some advanced ones if you want to try and get that far. So we'll go ahead and get right into it. I'll start with the basic one. Just like a simple 3-card combo and get you a nice little board. The 3 cards you're gonna be Lamia, Contract, and Contract the Gate, and Squirrel Slide. Pretty much do this combo. You start off with the Gate, and the Gate's gonna search you a red slime. And from here, you activate Squirrel Slime's effect to send in this and red slime to the graveyard, and you summon your Guyz. After that, activate Squirrel Slime's effect, banishing it from the graveyard, special summon Lamia from your hand, which is going to trigger Guyz to bring back Necro Slime. And right here, you sync these two, go into Formula Synchro, and use the effect which draws you a random card. We can say whatever the card. Alright, it could be anything. There's something broken. Alright, so as you continue, sync for 8, which will get you your Siegfried, which is your spell and trap negator. This is a really broken card. Continuing on with the combo, you banish your Necro Slime and your Guyz to summon the Arc, King Oracle the Arc. Pretty sure it's a girl, but whatever. And then you send your Contract to the Gate to the grave for Lamia to sync these two with the Lamia getting banished to make an Omega. And of course, sometimes like it depends on like what you're doing. You can make anything, like just depends on what your matchup is. But this is a pretty standard hand. Of course, also backed up with whatever you have in your hand. Like you have 3 other cards, so it could be 2 other cards. So it could be anything that can further this play. But this is a pretty strong board. Take a card out their hand and get rid of. So now we're gonna take the same 3 cards that we used, and now we're gonna switch up the Omega. We're gonna make something else really special with the Omega, but using the same 3 cards. We're just gonna take a different route going into it. So once again, you start with your 3 cards: your Gate, your Squirrel Slime, and your Lamia. You're gonna activate your Gate. It searches your red Necro Slime again. You still take the same line of play, activate, sending these 2 to the graveyard to summon your Guyz. And now you still use your Swirl Slime, special summon your Lamia. This time you're not going to use Guyz's effect. Instead, you'll synchro for 7 and go into yours, as soon as I get it, your Gus King Alexander. And Gus King Alexander's effect is pretty much when you special summon or you special with it or anything, you'll be able to get back a guy. So now, use Necro Slime's effect, banishing your Guyz and itself to bring out the level 7. And once you bring out the level 7, that'll trigger Alexander's effect to bring out Lamia. And you still need to have Lamia's effect live, so you sync these 2, since it's a synchro monster, for your Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Then you send a Gate for Lamia, Synchro, to make your your Siegfried. And now this is an even stronger board if you're going against a more monster effect heavy board. Like say anything like the Mirror Match or ABCs or something like that. The board with the Omega and this will be more like for a metaphor deck, as this is like where you can go against more monster-based effects, which is a really strong board for people to break. And also if you open traps as well, like your barriers, your strikes, or your emptiness. And that's how you do this playboard with the same 3 cards. Alright, so that was a little simple 3-card combo, which is pretty easy to get. Pretty much everything in here you're playing 3 of, especially like the main cards. So now we're gonna up the difficulty a little bit. These are going to be our 4-card combos. And sometimes you might say, oh, it's 4 cards. How are you going to see those 4 cards? Well, pretty much playing 3 of everything, and a lot of the stuff being able to search other things out, like very, very easily. Like, there's a lot of times you find yourself having the 4 cards to do the combo and actually be able to execute it. So I'm going to go ahead and go through that and show you how to do that. So the biggest thing, so for the first 4-card combo, you need a combination of Kepler, Swirl Slime, Ragnarok, and Lamia. And if you have any three of these, pretty much if you have these three and this, you're able to serve any combination of these these 4 cards, and you're able to do the full combo. Excuse me, any 4, no matter how it is, you have the full combo. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's start with Kepler, Swirl Slime, Lamia, and the contract with the gate. So starting off the combo, you're gonna play gate, and gate is gonna get your missing piece, which in this case would be the Ragnarok. And now you're thinking that you're gonna special summon your Kepler to begin your play. Well, this is where you're wrong. You're actually gonna do something a little different. You're gonna activate Swirl Slime, and then sending with Swirl Slime, you're gonna send your Kepler to the grave with it, to summon your Guyz. And this is a really key thing right here. So after you summon your Guyz, you normal summon your Lamia. No effect or anything, no Swirl Slime effect right here. You normal summon your Lamia Synchro for your level 7, which will be your Alexander. At this point right here, this is when you activate your Swirl Slime, banishing it from the graveyard, special summon your Ragnarok. Now, you have to pay attention right here. You're gonna trigger both effects, but the order in which you do the effects really matters. You're gonna make your Gus King Alexander Chainlink 1 targeting Lamia, and then you're gonna make your Ragnarok Chainlink 2 targeting Gingis. The reason why Alexander has to be Chainlink 1 and Gingis Ragnarok Chainlink 2 is because you need Gingis to see the summon of Lamia. If you do it the other way around, this Chainlink 1, this Chainlink 2, Gingis won't be able to see the summon of Lamias, therefore won't be able to activate its effect. So Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, it resolves backwards. You special summon your Gingis, and then you special summon your Alexander. Which will also, when you get right here, will trigger Gingis' effect, special summoning your Kepler, which will then trigger its effect to search Swamp King. Now at this point, this is where it gets really simple. You synchro for 2 to make your formula. Draw a random card. Doesn't matter what it is. Oh, it's the same card. Draw a card. Sync for 2. These 2. Or you make your second synchro, which will be your Siegfried. I'm going right here. All right, and from this point right here, you can activate Lamia's effect, send in contract with the gate, special summon this, synchro with your Lamia being banished for your Crystal Wing. And now, going right here, use your Swamp King, or you activate its effect, banish 2. And then if whatever you draw, you can use that as well. You banish those 2 to make your Beowulf, which is a level 8, where at this point you'll overlay these 2 to make your number 38. And also, the same thing if you draw traps or anything, this is a really strong board to break. The only thing that you'll really be able to break it will be Sphere Mode or something. Fuck off Zodiac. So if you have that array of cards, then if you know what you're doing and remember how to do it, you'll make this board, which is almost unbreakable. All right, so I like 4. 4 is a good number. So we're gonna go ahead and show you another 4-card combo. But this 4-card combo, it gets you not as strong as the board monster-wise per se, but you do get to draw 4 cards, which is actually pretty good as well. So if you draw Soul Charge or something, or more traps, which is actually really good, you can make your board really strong. So let's go ahead and get into that. Let's show you how to do that. So pretty much it's kind of close. It's kind of similar to the first 4-card combo I showed you. You need pretty much these 4 right here, which is the main thing, or any combination of these if one of these is a dark contract. Well, I'll probably to make it easier, we'll just say these 4, and this is what we're gonna do it with. So starting off with this, where you're gonna do the thing that you think we see. These are 4 that we're starting with. We'll normal summon the Kepler, which will search the gate. Activate gate will search Lamia. And at this point right here, we're going to scale our Ragnarok. We'll use Swirl Slimes effect, sending the Lamia to the grave. Special summon our Guyz. At this point right here, we'll use Swirl Slimes effect to special summon our Copernicus. And when we'll trigger the effects as usual, Copernicus effect, and that will also trigger Gingis' effect, which will special summon our Lamia. Special summon Lamia, and the card that we're going to dump with Copernicus will be our Necro Slime, because we're going to use that for later. Now, we synchro summon our Gingis and our Lamia for our Alexander. And at this point right here, we're going to use Ragnarok's effect to special summon Lamia. And we're not going to trigger Alexander's effect just yet because we're not ready. We're not quite ready. So you think this might be a little weird that we're going to this first when we get ready to make the other card, but we need this first so we can keep going to draw the 4 cards. So we'll sync again for Lamia and Copernicus. I'll put this somewhere else to make our Librarian. And now Librarian is, of course, this is what's going to get us our 4 cards, and we still got a ways to go. We'll activate Necro Slime in the graveyard, banishing this and the Gingis to summon 1 more Gingis. And this is going to trigger Alexander's effect to special summon the Lamia once again. Now, right here, we synchro for 8. I'm sorry, not 8 yet. We'll synchro 2 for our Kepler, which will get us our Formula Synchron. And both effects are going to trigger. Librarian has to be channeling 1 because it's mandatory, and Formula Synchron will be channeling 2. So we will draw 2 cards starting off. And now we'll keep going. Formula Synchron, synchro with the Flame Gingis to make our Siegfried. We'll draw the 3rd card. And then we'll send the Dark Contract, because since these are blanks, we'll say I didn't draw DD or Dark Contract card. So we'll send this to special summon our Lamia once again, and synchro with this getting banished, and our Alexander to make our Crystal Wing, which will draw us our 4th card. Now the biggest thing, well, dang, all those monsters. So the biggest thing, we do lose our number 38, but you drawing 4 cards along with still with the spell negate and a monster negate. The 4 cards can be traps or anything. These are monsters, so whatever. But if these are traps as well, not even just like barrier or anything, but like Maxi, coupled with this is a really, really strong board, which leaves you with presence on the board and presence in your hand and potentially in the back row. So we just want to, of course, like this is gonna be the end of the video. Y'all had asked us to do combo videos, and we're putting this out there for you, so y'all can keep continuing to play the DDD deck if you really want to. Like I did, like just a couple weeks of playing with this deck, testing with the deck for months and everything. This is a really fun deck, and you can actually do some really crazy, insane stuff with this, as you can see. So if you didn't feel like reading it, or if you do better with you seeing the combos like in person, someone actually doing them, then this will be the video for you. So make sure you thumbs up the video. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Make sure you click the little bell thingy, you know, ding ding, so you can get notifications on when we do other videos and everything. If you didn't like the video, which means you probably hate DDD, or you're a hero lover,
or your name is Jay Gibbs.
Yeah, or if you're Jay Gibbs, shout out, baby. Make sure you watch the video again. I promise you'll like it then. But later the card, guys. See you.